Good afternoon, friends. I hope you're well. We're going to set up some AI snipers, which are automatically going to buy dips on tokens and sell them for profits, depending on what criteria we set. This works on Pump Fund. This also works on Raydium as well. So we're going to go through, we're going to create some. And what you can do is the link to it is in the description. You can sign up, connect your wallet, and then you can deposit whatever amount you want. I would recommend starting very small. So less than, I don't know, $5 to $10 per buy and sell, finding out which one works well in terms of what you've set up, and then putting some more money behind it. That's what I would do. And that's what I continue to do. So right now I've got one activated that I'm trying. I've made 7% profit, but I put very small amount. For me, I want to see 20% profit. 7% isn't good enough for me, but we're going to set two up now and we're going to see it trade. So what we've got is we're going to set up one pool for Raydium first. And what you do is you put in your name and you can select, do you want Pump Fund or Raydium? We'll keep Raydium for now. And you don't mind if it comes from Pump Fund, Raydium or Moonshot. You can select. So if you don't want Pump Fund tokens, you can do that. And we want new listings, hopefully. And what this does, this rank setting, it shows you basically it won't buy anything above, let's say, the top 100 coins right now. It's very rare they get triggered anyway, but if they do, they're typically more safe the larger they are. So keep it under over 100, I would say. But for this one, we'll put 100. So at the moment, it's saying we got a potential to buy four tokens per hour. We want a minimum liquidity of, let's say, 10 Solana. We want the LP burnt, and we want it to start investing straight away. So as soon as possible, get in. So if a token just launches, you see some snipers going off. Typically, it's people using this tools like this, and we want the top holders not to have more than, let's say, even 20% might be even safe. And let's set this up now. So that's activated once we put our buys in. So now is the part where it's important. So what you don't want to do is put in 1 Solana worth of buys and then find out this isn't optimal. This doesn't work well. This is about testing it as you go along. So for example, I might put in 0.1 and bear in mind, let's put 0.2. Now, bear in mind, if you put it too low, you're losing out on, you're paying too much in gas and you won't see any profits. So what I'm going to do is 0.2 and then the minimum buy order is 0.05. And now I want to stop loss at 25% because if a bad trade is a bad trade, I don't want to lose more than 25%. 25% of that is a couple of dollars anyway. So it wouldn't be a big deal if I lost it all. Now, also for me, I look to make 20 to 30% profit. So I'm going to sell 100% at 20% profit. So I want it all sold. You might want to put 90% and leave a moon bag. Actually, we'll do that. We'll leave a moon bag. Let's go sell 100% at 20% profit and we'll activate it. We won't leave a moon bag. And that's one setup now. So we'll quickly set up our pump fund one now. Now that's activated, we'll check if any buyers come through. Now the pump fund one is more interesting. So pump fund, I want 5 minimum liquidity. I found with pump fund the best positions to buy are probably around the 20,000 market cap upwards. So 20 to 35 market cap is probably the best to buy with that. So we've got, let's say, 25% again, and I want it to buy after 5 minutes because typically I don't want to buy everything that's new. I want to buy ones that have been established, gone through dips and survived. Again, I'm going to do the same amount. And I want to stop loss at, let's say, 15% for pump fund. Pump fund will trigger a lot more, but we'll have the same, how can I put it? Let's take 50% profit. So typically you're more likely to make more profit. So I'm going to do 35%. This is just based on what has worked for me in the past. Now, again, pump fund will trigger a lot more with that. So we can go back and we can check our sniper now. Let's have a look. And we've got one running and our pump fund hasn't triggered. So we've had some buys and we can have a look quickly now. So this is our trading history. Nothing's come through. and we can click our holdings now. So this is what it's brought, and we can have a look and see. So it's brought into this one called floppy. Looks like it's possibly the start of a reversal. Now the good thing is you can come back. Say you left this overnight, you would come back and you would say, okay, it hasn't really moved. So there's buyers coming in small ones. Maybe it's the start of a reversal. Typically that's the floor. It won't go any lower. So we're kind of up on these slightly. We've put a very small amount in. But if you put it in to buy a lot more, so these are obviously just buying the floor on tokens, which is cool. I don't mind. I actually quite like it as well. So we're going to observe these, refresh them, and then see if any of them start moving upwards or downwards, and then see from there. And you can literally go back and check uh, on our pump fund one. Probably because of the liquidity, there's not much triggered with that. So we need $1,000 in there. Perfect. Genuinely don't rush. Don't want it. You don't actually want it to trigger loads and loads and loads. But I'll literally just leave this running in the background. I put about $50 a day, and typically I make around 20%. And once I've got some good snipers set up, I typically just let it run. Like for example, if 7%, if that's the best I'm ever gonna get, I'll run, maybe $50 through that, $30 through that, and see what happens in a few transactions. I find that the more transactions you do, the better you get at setting up pools, and the better you are automatically trading as well. So it's about you finding what works for you, your budget, but typically you want to be setting around, you want to be doing at least $50 per buy when you do get a nice pool or a nice sniper setup. The other thing I want to mention is the copy trade function as well. Is pretty good. We can just find let's just find a random wallet here. Let's just grab one of these and I'll show you how easy it is to set up. So this all in all is a pretty good tool. So this one is still holding. It might be the dev, who knows? Does he trade other tokens? Quickly look. It looks like it's just the dev, it seems, or he just bought this one. Anyway, we'll copy trade it as an example. So copy trading works pretty much the same. The thing that I like about the platform is quite easy to set up as well. So what you want to do is you either want to buy an exact amount, or you can buy a percentage amount as well. And you can set a minimum order. So let's say minimum order is going to be like that. And I want to put 0.2 in like that. Also, you can do a stop loss. I always recommend a stop loss, and you can set your criteria however you want. So we'll do our typical like that, and it gives you a breakdown of the fees, etc. And we're looking to make 6% profit, which isn't optimal. So we're waiting for this to run through now, and we'll have that activated from here as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you've got any questions, comment below. I'll leave all the links in the description. All the best and take care.